For a long while now, anyone who works in a health food store has probably heard many stories of healthy food, correct diet, supplements, helping people to basically cure cancer, heart disease, all sorts of ailments that, if you follow traditional medical wisdom, are believed to be completely incurable. These diseases kill millions of people every year, and we constantly hold fundraisers and rallies and events in hopes that the research money will find some cure that's working with the same means that Western science has been using. The thing is, though, that we really already know how to cure cancer. That's not even like a speculative statement. It's completely true, because if you know what cancer is, it's something that we get every single day, but our body fights it off. So the only reason it becomes fatal is because most people are not treating their bodies right. They're not eating anything that has nutrition. They're not using their bodies, exercising or anything. I think that food is probably the most important part of it, but the thing is that a lot of people don't know what's healthy and what's not. That's the big problem. So there are a lot of resources out there where you could learn how to eat healthy, but I'll just tell you right now that the ideal is a raw food diet, eating very simple foods, not eating bread, especially bread, sugar. Those are probably the two very worst things for you. And I think that if people simply cut those two things out, stopped drinking soda, stopped eating hamburger buns, hot dog buns, stopped eating bread, then you would see a great reduction in cancer and heart disease, and probably even things like Alzheimer's worldwide. But why isn't this knowledge mainstream? Why isn't this something that everyone knows? It's a hard question to answer, but you could say that cancer is a billion-dollar industry. That the fact that people are getting cancer, and not just from food, but also from chemicals in household products, deodorants, and whatever else. You could say that the only reason this is not known or rejected is because there are people who are very heavily invested in this not being the truth. They want to believe that cancer is something that occurs almost randomly. Same goes for heart disease. There's some recognition that some foods will reduce and some foods will increase your risk of heart disease. But people don't think when they get these things that if they were just eating properly, it wouldn't have happened to them. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel guilty that they got cancer or whatever. But the thing is, until this becomes knowledge that is accepted by most people and practiced, then the rates of cancer and heart disease are not going to go down. I don't foresee there's going to be any cure invented in the near future. And considering how long we've had the pink ribbons and all these different fundraisers going on. If you really want to know where the progress is going on in curing cancer, then you need to start looking on alternative health sites. There's plenty of them out there. Come into a health food store, you know. But beyond even causing cancer and heart disease and things like that fatal diseases, eating these foods constantly and denying your body the nutrition it needs, you're causing yourself a lot of problems, physically, mentally, emotionally even, just by eating improper food. When you eat meat, for example, that is from an animal that has been living in a very confined state its whole life, not getting any outdoor exposure or any freedom outside of a very small cage or pen or whatever. When you eat the meat from that animal, then you're absorbing a lot of the emotional distress that that animal had built up. Things like that. So you have to start thinking about food in a different way. Start thinking about it not just as something to please your sense of taste or whatever, but as a source of energy. You are what you eat. You have to start thinking of it as possibly one of the most important things to improving how you feel on a daily basis. How you wake up in the morning. Do you need coffee to go to work? Do you need are you fatigued all the time? Are you know, these things are really important. I mean, it makes me sad that people don't realize this, and they don't realize all the harm that they're causing themselves. But I hope that by making videos, maybe I can, make people aware that this isn't the way that we're meant to be eating, and how the way we eat influences every part of our lives. So go out and head down to your local health food store, and if you know anyone with cancer or anyone who just isn't feeling good, or if you don't feel good, if you feel like crap, like you want to sleep all the time, like you can't pay attention to anything, then look into a raw food diet. And don't think of it as a temporary thing. Don't think of it as a weight loss program. Think of it as a lifestyle change. And as you begin to eat this way, you're going to notice that you'll feel tremendously different.